Hello, friends, and welcome to Wagmi Tarot's reading for the week of March 16 to 22. And I'm here to find the overall message for you for this week through this Oracle deck, and I'll pull out some cards for your career, family, and health. And so let's get into the reading. And I'm really curious to know what the energies are for this week. Um, I think it's a difficult time for the world with a pandemic spread and a lot of people affected. But I also think, and I have a very deep belief within me, that this has happened to teach us something as a planet, as a collective. Okay, so what's the energy for this week? Cherishing self. I accept and love myself. That's a wonderful message for the week. And let's see what are the messages for our career, family, and health. If you like my readings, please press the like buttons. Please subscribe to my channel because it really motivates me to bring out more readings and more videos for you. Okay, this is for your career. All right. This is for your family. All right. This is for your health. So, as I said earlier, that we have a wonderful card for this whole week, cherishing self. I accept and love myself. I think it's got a very empowering message to give. And this card says that sometimes when we try to help others, we try to understand others, we try to mold ourselves according to others' needs, we forget ourselves. And sometimes we forget ourselves for way too long. And that is unhealthy. Also, that is like not honoring yourself, your powers, your abilities. It's like hurting your soul. And this card is saying that if you've been doing any of these unhealthy things, like keeping yourself second, trying to keep yourself after everyone else, not being understood but still being okay with it, not being able to find acceptance, and things like that. Basically, if you're too tired and if you're not paying attention to your health, to treating yourself well, this week is going to remind you, or it is already reminding you, that first you should cherish yourself. First, you should honor yourself. We've heard this old saying that God helps those who help themselves. And this is saying that if you do not help yourself, you will not be able to be of any use even to others. And I think in times of coronavirus, I think again this card is making a lot of sense, that you need to protect yourself. If you protect yourself, will you be able to protect your loved ones? Also, a lot of times we are very hard on ourselves. We are guilty, we are full of remorse, we are full of regret, and we don't know how to make up for losses or hurt that we have caused. I think we punish ourselves so much internally sometimes that we we become our own enemy. We are very hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves very harshly. And I think this card is reminding us that no matter what, we should be kind to ourselves. We should make sure that our soul inside us is happy. That there is always the whole world to hurt us. Um, Competitors, envious people, a lot of people try to hurt us, but we should not be one of them. We should stand by ourselves. We should protect ourselves, and we should, if we are, and what does protecting ourselves mean? For example, we know that these people are envious of me, or they can hurt me, or they say things that hurt me, and they do it deliberately. Don't go near them. Don't be in their company. Avoid their company. identify them, insulate yourself from hurt, from pain. Instead, give yourself your space and indulge yourself in the things that you like. And that's how you love yourself and cherish yourself. You enjoy yourself and celebrate yourself. And do not believe in people who try to pull you down by picking mistakes in you. Don't believe them, because we are not here to judge each other. It doesn't help anyone to judge each other. Guiding someone is something else. It is something that comes out of love. It comes from heart. But insulting someone or hurting someone is an act of aggression, and we have to protect ourselves from any such aggressive people or any such emotional aggression this week. And that's why it's important to cherish yourself and to understand if you are being hurt, and to protect yourself so that you can be whole and happy and complete. Okay. And I think this card that stands for career, it's come in the career position, it's the Five of Swords reversed. The message over here kind of flows from this card of cherishing self. This card tells me that this week, before getting into any disagreements with people, you should think of consequences. The consequences could be not very pretty. And they have the potential of causing a larger disturbance. And that's why I think this card is saying that at workplace you may be right about something, but it might not be important to assert your rightness by pulling someone down. If any of you are doing it, if you're pulling other people down at work, this card says please don't do it. Maybe it could backfire. If you are criticizing a lot of people, please see to it if you can not criticize but guide people instead of criticizing them or calling them out or nitpicking. Also, you should save yourself from such behavior from someone. This could be something that can happen at the workplace. And again, I would like to reiterate that if you are going to disagree loudly with someone, or it's going to be a very visible, a big kind of a disagreement, or a tussle, please think of the consequences for yourself. The consequences may not be very happy. All right. The second card is in the family position, the Nine of Wands. And this card is kind of talking about the people in our families who are very fearful. And, sometimes those who are conservative have a lot of ideas to do with fear. Things, traditions shouldn't change, otherwise something bad would happen. Or, things should only be done in the old way, and holding on to old ideas, holding on to ideas very tightly. So a lot of people in our families may appear to be like this, very rigid, holding on to their ideas very tightly, impermeable to new ideas, or listening to what other people are feeling, or trying to understand what they are saying. And in moments like this, I think you should remember this message: cherish yourself. Also, you should not be this person. If you are this person, and if you think that you are pushing everyone too much, please try to relax. Please try to be accommodating. And if you think that others are pushing you, well, I think you should stand your ground. But there's a but there's a very strong message of protecting ourselves from negativities around us through this card, through this larger card. Finally, in the health position, I have the Ten of Swords, and this tells me that a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and stress. A lot of people may be having back problems because of anxiety and stress, sleeping problems. You need to address all this, and some people may also, well, hurt themselves or have a surgery or something. So I think we all need to take very special care of our mental state this week, because it is to do with stress, anxiety, sleep, insomnia, backaches, things like that. And it stands for all of us. And that's why I want to come to this very gentle message of cherishing self. And we should always believe and remind ourselves that whether anyone loves us, we should love ourselves, and we should be our strongest supporters. And if we also start judging ourselves or inflicting pain on ourselves, um, we will only spread more disharmony. We will only spread more disagreements if we are not comfortable in ourselves. And therefore, this week we should make a conscious effort to be who we are. We should not try to be someone else. We should absolutely try to be who we are, and we should be proud of it. I hope this reading was helpful for all of you. Yeah, the cards are a little bit difficult, but I don't blame it on on anything, because collectively as a people we are going through difficult times, as I said earlier. So I send you all good energies. I send you all prayers and lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.